Today we have task number 8, understanding FTP, which is a new protocol. We read about SMB, server message block, which is a client-server communication protocol used for sharing resources over the network. Telnet, which is basically an old way of communicating to a terminal and is not safe, is replaced by SSH. We played with SSH a bit, and today we are reading about FTP. What is FTP? File Transfer Protocol is, as the name suggests, a protocol used to allow remote transfer or files over a network. Pretty cool. It uses a client-server model to do this. And as we'll come on to later, relays commands and data in a very efficient way. How does FTP work? A typical FTP session operates using two channels, a command, sometimes called the control channel, and the data channel. As their name implies, the command channel is used for transmitting commands as well as replies to the commands, while the data channel is used for transferring data. FTP operates using the client-server protocol. The client initiates a connection with the server validates whatever login credentials are provided, and then opens the session. While the session is open, the client may execute FTP commands on the server. Active versus passive. The FTP server may support either active or passive connections or both. In an active FTP connection, the client opens a port and listens. The server is required to actively connect to it. In the passive one, the server opens a port and listens passively, and the client connects to it. This separation of command information and data into separate channels is a way of being able to send commands to the server without having to wait for the current data transfer to finish. If both channels were interlinked, you could only enter commands in between data transfers, which wouldn't be efficient for either large file transfers or slow internet connections. More details. You can find more details on the technical function and implementation of FTP on the Internet Engineering Task Force. IETF is one of a number of standard agencies who define and regulate internet standards. There you go. You just found out what is IETF, and also you can read more about FTP on the related page. Answer the questions below. What communication model does FTP use? Client server. What's the standard FTP port? It's 21. If we go over here and we are looking here, 21 command control is FTP. FTPS is for 999.999. How many modes of FTP connections are there? 2. Awesome.